Hey y'all, this week I challenged myself to take $20 to stretch 3 budget-friendly meals for my family of 5. And let me tell you, those meals lasted 5 days. Now listen, 99.9% of the meals that I cook is going to include some type of meat. And to be able to create 3 meals for 5 people that last for 5 days for under $20, I have to pat my own self on the back for that one, y'all. I have to pat my own self on the back. But yes, you can still eat the food your family loves while staying within your budget. And I'm going to show you just how I did that today. Now, if you are looking for cheap meal ideas to feed your family without going broke in this economy, this video is for you.
Warning, the footage you are about to see is of a mom who will be using some items that are already in her pantry and fridge.
Because I already know somebody is gonna say, well, you use ingredients from your pantry and your fridge. And did. I sure did. Because just like some of you, I'm not starting from scratch every week buying groceries. I'm building on what I already have. And if you've seen my meal planning video, you already know to meal plan around things that you already have on hand. It doesn't make sense for me to go out and buy items that I already have in my kitchen. That's wasting money, and I'm not wasting my money. So yeah, I'm going to be building these meals around some of the things that I already have. Like the foods that I didn't have, I went out to Walmart and I bought those things. And everything that I bought, as you can see, was under $20. But yeah, this is what real life budget cooking looks like. And now that that's out of the way, let's get into this kitchen and get to cooking. I've got my oven preheated to 400 degrees and I'm going to pop these in there for about 15 minutes. Now, no one in my house was feeling onions today, but if you like them, go ahead and chop some up and sprinkle them on top before the pan goes in the oven. I'm using a cheese grater to shred the cheese because really, what is a chili dog without cheese? I've learned that block cheese is not only cheaper than pre-shredded, but it also melts way better. Now, before I started on the chili dogs, I went ahead and heated up the oil for the tater tots. I would have loved to air fry them, but I don't have an air fryer anymore. Now, silly me, I gave mine away because I didn't like it. But another option would have been the oven. But I was going for that fast food vibe, so frying it is. Now that they are nice and golden brown, I'm adding them on a paper towel and giving them a little sprinkle of salt while they're still hot. Now, salting them right out of the oil helps the salt to stick better. If you wait too long, it just slides right off and doesn't season the food as well. So always season while it's hot. I've got some parchment paper on a baking sheet and I'm getting the buns ready out because this little step will take your chili dogs to a whole new level. I've melted some butter and I'm brushing it all over those buns. Now, once the heat hits them, they're gonna be nice and soft. Let me ask y'all something. Do y'all ever get annoyed when you try to open a hot dog bun and it just tears apart? Or you go to open it and the wrong side splits instead of the part that's supposed to. That irks my nerves so bad. But thankfully, this bag of buns didn't give me any trouble today. And let me tell you, it's the small things that makes my day. I've got the chili all warmed up, so now I'm just spooning it all over the hot dogs. Then I'm adding some shredded cheese right on top, and these are going in the oven just long enough for the cheese to get nice and melty. After that, everyone can top theirs however they like. And this is how they turned out. Altogether, 8 chili dogs with tots came out to a total of $7.27. Now let's compare that to Sonic. Now, if I had bought the same exact meal from Sonic, 8 chili dogs with Tots, that total would have came to $47.84, y'all. That's a difference of $40.57. Mind blown. I don't know about y'all, but looking at that difference lets me know that I'm doing the best thing financially for my family by cooking their meals at home. It just ain't worth it to eat out these days, y'all. Let's see what Jordan has to say about these chili dogs.
Hello viewers, welcome to the episode of Jordan's Reviews. Today, I'm with my boy, Miguel. This is my guy, my goat, my G, my homie, my bread slice, my MVP. Yeah, alright. And with that, today we got going. We got some, I smelt it from upstairs and it was delicious. Mighty fine cooking, I must say. We got a chili dog with some tater tots. Get a close up. And that's what we about to be eating today. And same here. And you know how I be, guys. Y'all know I got a big bag. But I gotta talk for the chats.
I feel like we should try the tater tots
You
first.
think the tater tots first? Well, he said tater tots first. We go tater tots first. And they go.
Now these are some of the best tater tots I done ever had. Exquisite! It's great! They got that nice crunch to it, and the flavor too.
Now normally, y'all know me, I dislike crunchy. I even further hate potatoes, but this is just the bypass for me. It's just that freaking good.
No, these are good.
These are good. I can't lie. I can't even hate. These are good tater tots. I will go for again. I will go for another one, but we haven't tried the main course.
The main dish.
So why don't we pick up the dog? Oh, no, the cheesy. Okay, no, stop. Let's take a bite.
This right here, one of the best chili dogs I done ever had. Oh,
It's busted! It's amazing! It's good! I have to savor every flavor! That mug got flavor where flavor should be. Where it should be. It got big flavor where I don't know. It's jam-packed!
it's amazing.
It's delicious! Is it nutritious?
It's both.
It's both! It is both! I think that's... So, 1 out of 10, what we doing?
I'm giving this a 10 out of 10.
I'm giving it 100 out of 10.
I'm giving this 1,000 out of 10.
I'm giving it 10,000 out of 10.
I'm giving it infinite out of 10.
Dog, he got infinite. I can't argue. Give it an infinite out of 10. That's this chili dog and his tater tot. With all that being said, that's Jordan's Reviews. And with my boy Markel with me too. That's Jordan's Reviews. Now, if y'all excuse me, viewers, me and him kind of feeling a little hungry, hungry.
Gotta go mess this up.
We gotta go eat, so big bag attack. Y'all know what to do, I don't gotta say it. Have a good day. Big bag attack.
All right, next up, we're making homemade burgers with Angus beef. And once I'm done cooking, I'll share exactly how much I spent to make them. But before we get into that, I just want to have a quick heart-to-heart with y'all. You know, sometimes the money just ain't there. And even when the budget's tight, the reality is your family still has to eat. And that's why I believe in always having a backup plan. Now listen, this may apply to other stores, but I know for sure it's true at Walmart. If you get in there early, you'll catch those markdown surprises. That's how I scored the $1.60 rotisserie chickens, discounted breads, snacks, and meats. It's how I stretch my grocery budget without sacrificing what we need. And all of that food, you can freeze it and cook it later. It's not just about saving money in the moment, y'all. It's about building a freezer stockpile so that if there ever comes a time when you truly can't afford groceries, you can shop your kitchen instead. And y'all, the times that we are living in, you never know, you might go to work and might get the axe that day. You never know. You have to get and stay prepared. When or if that time happens, you won't have to panic and you won't have to wonder how you're going to feed your family because you planned ahead. And that right there will give you all the peace of mind you need until you are ready to make your next move. Since these weren't pre-seasoned, I just kept it simple with a little salt and pepper. Now, when I make my own patties from scratch, I usually add salt, pepper, and a splash of Worcestershire sauce for that extra flavor. Now, I could have done that here too, but I decided to skip it this time. And honestly, they will still taste great just like this. Now, I'm just adding a slice of American cheese on top. Simple and classic, but let me tell you, if I had some smoked Gouda or smoked cheddar, that would have taken this to a whole new level. And for the lettuce, I stepped outside to my sunroom and cut a few fresh leaves of Swiss chard. I do love having my little garden space right at home. Now, I did go outside and grabbed a couple of Roma tomatoes. Even though I do have beefsteak and cherry tomatoes growing, I chose Romas this time because they're just the right size for these burgers. They're not too big, they're not too small, they are just right for this size hamburger. Right now, I'm assembling my husband's hamburger. He wanted that jalapeno cheddar burger from Whataburger, and that's what I'm making him. So that's why you see the jalapenos right there instead of pickles. Altogether, a total of 4 hamburgers. And yes, I did make 4 hamburgers because my daughter does not eat beef at all. But yeah, 4 hamburgers came out to a total of $7.35. Now, had I bought this same exact meal at Sonic, it would have cost me $31.12 out of pocket. That is a difference of $23.77. We are saving money today, y'all. And the best part is you know exactly what's going into the food that you are cooking for your family. This meatball recipe is a little different from the last one I made. I'm using 1 tablespoon of parsley, 1 chopped onion, a half teaspoon of black pepper, a teaspoon of salt, 1/2 cup of Italian breadcrumbs, and 2/3 cup of chicken broth. Now, here's a little trick that I've learned. If you pour the chicken broth directly into the breadcrumbs, this will help soften the crumbs and turn them into a binder, so your meatballs stay nice, juicy, and tender instead of drying out. Now, once that mixture thickens a bit, I'll add it to the ground chicken. Now, I'm using ground chicken because it was much cheaper than ground beef, $3.84 versus $6, and I went with the cheaper option. But if you're using ground beef instead, beef broth will pair better with the breadcrumbs. Now, here's what the breadcrumb mixture should look like once it's ready. At this point, you just pour everything into a bowl and mix. I've got my gloves on, so I'm getting down and dirty today, y'all. And let me be honest, the one thing I don't love about this ground chicken is how watery and mushy it is. I'm already thinking ahead, like, how am I going to scoop this onto that baking pan without it falling apart? But we're gonna make it work. I'm using a small ice cream scoop so the meatballs are all the same size. I've got the oven preheating to 400 degrees and these will bake for about 20 minutes. When they came out, they were still a little light on top, so I checked the internal temperature just to make sure they were done. Now, once they are out of the oven, I'm placing them into a pot and then I'm going to pour spaghetti sauce over the top. Now, marinara would have worked better, but I'm using what I had in my pantry. and that was spaghetti sauce. We're not cooking them long in the sauce, just enough to warm it up. And the oven is still set at 400 degrees because now we're going to build the subs and melt the cheese. So for the buns, what I'm doing is sprinkling a little garlic powder, oregano, and I'm adding that to some melted butter. I would have used Italian seasoning, but I'm running low on that. So we're improvising. I'm brushing that garlic butter mixture right onto the buns to give them that buttery, garlicky flavor. Once they're buttered just right, I'm adding 3 meatballs per sub roll. And then I'm going to spoon some sauce all over them and then top it off with some mozzarella cheese. These are going to go back into the oven until that cheese is nice and melted. And here's how they turned out. Now, the total cost for the meatball subs was just $5.30. I made a total of 6, and I had enough meatballs left over to make 5 more subs. Now, if I had ordered the same exact thing at Subway, that would have cost me $37.74 out of pocket. That's a $32.44 difference, y'all, just by making it myself at home. This right here is proof that shopping your kitchen first before heading to the grocery store will save you so much money, and that is almost always cheaper to cook your favorite fast food meal at home. Look at all of the money you will save. Let's see what Jordan has to say about these meatball subs.
Hello viewers, welcome to another episode of Jordan's Reviews, and today I am joined here by my fatherly figure, my father. You know, yeah, biological of course.
Well, yeah. I just wanted to establish and see dad, son, husband, since the people in the comments seem to be confused about which one of us was which. I don't know whether they're saying how young mama looks or they're trying to say you look old or what. See, look, I got the gray hairs and stuff from years of raising children. You had to get that close.
I did. Had to highlight the gray.
We had to know exactly how old we were.
So yeah, see, I just wanted to.
I'm, as the millennials say, yeah, millennial. I guess then boomer. That's the youngest.
No, I'm not a boomer.
Oh,
I am a millennial.
Oh, okay. Not a boomer.
Yeah, he's a boomer.
No.
Yeah.
No, boomers mean like World War II. I am not a boomer.
I love my family.
Oh. Generation X, yo. That's right.
Y'all see Generation X?
Yes. I most certainly am.
We in 2 different generations.
We are not.
We are.
That's where all this stuff got off track. It got you thinking. It got people thinking I'm like robbing the cradle here. They're just lost. This shirt is going down. Cut all this. Cut all this.
We might cut the tapes. We might not cut the tapes.
We're not.
That was literally all I wanted to establish was that hey, I need to.
Yeah. That's the father, son. Yeah. We have to get that misconception out the way.
Now back to your regularly scheduled Jordan's Review.
Today, viewers, we are eating. Is that what I think? A meatball freaking sub with extra freaking cheese. Now, one thing y'all should know about me, y'all know many things about Jordan because y'all been watching a whole lot of the videos, and for that I am thankful. Thank you all. I know y'all been hitting the. I don't gotta say. We'll say it for the end. We'll say it for the end. But I don't gotta say it. But I absolutely adore, love Subway. It is the bomb. I go crazy for Subway. I haven't been in a good while though. But if you were to ever ask me what's my favorite place to go, and I'm gonna say that off the top of my dome. Subway, because you make it yourself, and I always just get the meatball sub. Now I may be a little basic, I kind of just go there, get the same thing. Maybe I might spice it up a little here and there. I should spice it up a little here and there, but it's like a childhood core memory, you know.
Inside Out reference. But yeah, it's one of those things, it's like you just go back to, it's like I've always gotten this when I was little, so I kind of just stayed, and that's why I kind of go back. And just the abysmally large cookies, those are great.
The best. Not as good as Great American, but.
A Great American kind of got it. Yeah, Great American is. Yeah, they're delicious. I admit, I be going there on my lunch breaks during work because y'all know me, I'm a big back. We big back here, and that is somewhere I like to big back. I waved off topic just then. What? Back to the Subway! Back to the Meatball Sub! Yes, my mother made this, and quite frankly, it looks delicious, and I am starving after the yapping, so with all of that, no more conversation trapping. I am going to get to eating. We're just gonna... Excuse me, viewers. You know, almost choked there.
What are you choking on?
My spit. That is what I choked on. Let's just say it. Yeah. You know. Anyways, back to what I was doing. Before I was so rudely interrupted by my own body. We don't need a fork for this, so we're just gonna take a decently sized chunk here. Thank you, Heavenly Lord above, for this heavenly meal, this godly sandwich, angelic sandwich. It is pristine in so many ways. We're just gonna dispense with the gentleman pleasantries. That stuff was good! It was pleasant! It's great! Astronomically great! Universally great! I'm talking, oh wait, hold on! You blessed the food, I can tell. Did you leave the house, go to the church real quick, get this thing baptized, you just drove on back? Did that happen?
I think that happened.
I think that happened, because there's no way it tastes that good. Heavenly sandwich, baptized that sandwich. It is holy moly. It's great! Holy freaking yeah, okay. Well, you said better than... Now you know Subway's delicious. It really is. It's good, but this one, yeah, this does it. This is great. I will say it is better, most certainly better. I think I know why. For me, because personal preference, I like cheese, and as y'all can see, it's covered in cheese. The cheese is literally stuck. It's meaty and cheesy. And buttery. I taste the butter. I'm going to assume there's other things in there, but as far as I can tell, I can't see with all that. There's seasoning and stuff that is too small for my little glasses. So I'll take your word for it that you put other things besides just butter and cheese and meat in there. It's all of whatever is in it makes it delicious. And here I am forgetting the most important part, the rating. Now let's see. It's a good one. That's why I want to give it a good rating. So I'm feeling quite generous today. I'm gonna give it a 100,000 out of 10. That just had to get. Yes, that is what I rated. That is my final analysis. And with that, that's yours reviews all the way. Now, if y'all excuse me, viewers, actually, before I even get to that, now that I think we're at the end of my ramblings. Y'all know what to do. I don't gotta say it. Anywho, I'm feeling hungry, y'all. I am absolutely starving, and I gotta eat this heavenly food blessed from the heavens. So with all that being said, love y'all. Have a great day. Your boy starving. Big bag attack. And I'm gonna catch y'all the next one.
That's how far $20 can go when you work with what you already got. Y'all heard the boys. Y'all saw their reaction when they ate those chili dogs. Everything was flavorful. It was delicious. And as the boys ranked it, infinity out of 10. I don't think you can beat infinity out of 10. Yeah, everything was flavorful. Everything was delicious. And my favorite part about it is I didn't go broke making the foods that I made. Another plus is 2 days this week I did not have to cook because they ate leftovers. So if you are trying to stretch your grocery budget while still trying to feed your family food that they will enjoy, I hope this video gave you some meal ideas that met that goal. If it did, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to become a part of the family. I would love to have you over here, y'all, because everyone here is family. And tell me down in the comment section, what is your go-to meal when money is tight and your family still has to eat? Thank you, family, so much for spending time with me in my kitchen today. Stay tuned for more real life budget friendly meals that I have coming for you this month. As always, take care and I will see you in the next video. Talk to you later. Bye.